plan? What's next?
What's next is a great question. Because what's next for Davante Adams? Finally request a trade.
EJ smooth. I gotta give it to it.
You stay alert.
I love that, EJ.
After weeks of, I guess you could say, foreshadowing, we all saw this coming. Based off just how he would look on the sideline. Even last year, if you watched Receiver, the show that Netflix had, Davante Adams was always complaining about something, and he had the right to. It was terrible quarterback play last year by the Raiders. But this year, it's more of the same. So Davante Adams, again, just, I guess, not feeling it. He ends up getting hurt. I don't know how real that injury was. But Antonio Pierce ends up liking a post on Instagram that said Davante Adams played his last snap with the Raiders. Davante Adams finds out about this live on an interview with K. Adams, fine ass. Good milk right there. But
got him. That's the second one, bro. It's the second one.
We've got him.
He not with us.
And shortly after the interview, he lets the Raiders know, hey, time to get me out of here. So, again, back to the question, what's next? Who is the best fit for Davante Adams? We all chose one team. Let's start off with Blake.
Well, before we get into this, can we just ask one simple question? What did he expect?
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. What?
He expected to be playing with his best friend who once saved his life, Derek Carr.
Give a fuck about that. It's a business. You don't even know Derek Carr is going to be there today or tomorrow. It don't matter. Derek Carr ass anyway. Sorry, EJ, but he ass. The whole organization is ass.
I agree. Derek Carr's ass, but they best friends. So at that point in time, it's like, hey, I'm gonna come to this city to play with you. Like, I'm pretty sure Derek Carr recruited him, and the whole reason he was there ends up like not making it through or past one season. So now you there on this team that's trash by yourself. The only reason you there is down New Orleans.
Derek Carr having fun as shit. He looking like Squidward through the window.
like fuck.
But regardless, that's a dumb reason.
Let that be a lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mix business with pleasure.
Exactly.
I do see why you say. EJ, I do see why you said I'm missing one team now because I forgot about that Derek Carr connection, so that makes a lot of sense. But
wait, so you were just laughing every time I said that, not knowing what I was talking about?
Well, bro, you be just OD about Saints, so I just thought you were just doing the thing.
You wasn't missing one team, Blake. He wasn't missing.
But yeah, without further ado, my team is Kansas City. I know it's a boring answer, but they've had offensive struggles. The red zone game has looked terrible throughout the first 4 weeks. Travis Kelce looks like a shell of himself, although we do all think he's waiting for the playoffs. Rashee Rice, although they just got good news today that it's not an ACL tear. Their number one receiver just got a devastating knee injury that's going to leave him out for at least 4 weeks, depending on the prognosis of that. And so, with Andy Reid's all-time offensive acumen combined with Patrick Mahomes' greatness, you just sprinkle a little bit of peak Davante Adams into that offense. That 3P is all but promised. So I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs.
I can't hate on that.
I like it.
Phoenix.
Man, I was thinking, I kind of just went off this based off of what team I think is in need of some receivers. And before I say this team, now that I think about it, the receivers aren't really the issue at this point. It's mostly the quarterback. But the receiving core isn't the best. So I'm gonna say the Colts. I mean, they have what? Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, Adonai Mitchell.
I like Downs.
Decent receivers. Let's throw Davante Adams into the mix. You know what I'm saying? Give them a solid receiver. And I know that Anthony Richardson kind of has some boneheaded mistakes that he's made so far. So
he's special ed. He's special ed.
Yeah, you know, so who knows? Davante Adams might come in there and not really help.
Sorry, he's mentally challenged, yo.
No, I said let's not. I said let's not.
He doubled down on it.
I almost said something different, but he's
He'll
get us canceled.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say the Colts. They're in need of some extra juice, and maybe Davante Adams can get in there and shake something up and be a good number one receiver for a new quarterback like Anthony Richardson. And I think honestly, if that worked, that shit would be fire.
That's a sneaky good pick. I didn't even consider them, but man, because if you have A-Rich, JT, and Davante, along with Pittman and Downs, who I like, but they're not game breakers, that's a sneaky good pick. I ain't think of that.
Also, really quick, EJ just talked about not making fun of the mentally challenged. A couple weeks ago, I just want to apologize to all our fans for making fun of the way Raul Rosa Jr. looks. I didn't know that was a genetic disorder. So,
is it a genetic disorder?
Where you find that?
Man,
that's what Sammy told us, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Apologies.
So,
oh man,
I'm bad, Rosa.
Hey,
apologies.
I'm here to tell y'all, I ain't apologizing for shit.
You're ugly, bro. If you ugly, you ugly. You can beat all our ass.
I didn't know that was genetic. You think you got that from a car crash? You were born like that.
Hey, if you think about it, every ugly person
is genetic. I'm like, what's the deal? They don't get an excuse.
Genetic, bro. Chill, bro.
You don't get to cop out like you just ugly, bro. What you mean it's genetic? Of course it's genetic.
It's foul.
Shit, man. Well, since we're going with teams, I like both of y'all picks. Can't be mad at it. I feel like there's a lot of right answers, which is funny because the league is so talented with wide receivers, but Davante could fit so many places. I'm going with the Jets, bro. The Jets were hyped up to be this dynamic, dangerous offense. They got two weapons, and the two weapon, Garrett Wilson, is not cracked up to what he's supposed to be. We've been waiting on him to break out. He ain't breaking out. He don't got it. He got immense talent, but he just don't got that. It's a lot of people doing a lot with less than Garrett Wilson. He's had some tough matchups this year, but he's just not
a lot
that guy,
of tough
bro.
matchups.
Respectfully,
he's had murderous row for
He's
cornerbacks.
ran through like the gauntlet of like number one corners.
Uh-oh.
That was crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Respectfully, I'm not Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, nah, but like this is the thing though. All the other number ones are facing those same cornerbacks in the league, and they getting free. They getting open. This guy got Aaron Rodgers passing it to him. Aaron Rodgers is trying to look for this dude, and he's just not. He's getting super. He's just not doing the little things that it takes to be a great wide receiver. Maybe he needs another year, but at this point, you either got it or you don't. Get Davante in. Get a real number one on the outside. Make Garrett Wilson your number two. You have one of the most dangerous offenses in the entire league. That would be that might win them the AFC, in my opinion. That's like a game-changing move. Game-changing.
Not to mention what that does for the locker room and Aaron Rodgers, who's always in a grumpy ass mood.
He got his guy there.
Walk through that, yeah,
he's
gonna be back.
Yep,
I love that. I love that answer.
We back.
I like it.
All right. So my answer, at first I was gonna say Chiefs, right? Obvious. They need the receiver, but same division. Brady's wouldn't do that. I was like, okay, what about the Chargers? Run heavy. They just need that number one receiver. They have the franchise quarterback. Davante would be a perfect fit. Same division, can't do that either.
It's the Chargers. They wouldn't do shit with it anyway.
And then, I mean, we'll see what Jim Harbaugh does. I think he's already turning the team around, building out the offensive line, defensive line, all that shit. But we're not here to talk about them. You got a rookie quarterback making moves. What the fuck is that, bro?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah,
That beat? That's that. Yeah, that's. I don't know what the hell that is. That's coming from my side. Let me mute.
But you have a rookie quarterback going crazy right now in the DMV area. He has one receiver. Imagine if he had two. Imagine if he had 2. I'm talking about Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Washington Commanders. I'm
I
looking
like
at the
it.
cap space right now. They have $25 million in cap space. They start off 3-1 in the regular season. Yo, put Davante Adams into that lineup right now, and the offense that already looks unstoppable gets that much more deadly. We're talking about
Chocolate
a
City.
new contender into the NFC East.
Throw
The
that out
Eagles are struggling. The Cowboys are struggling. This is the time for Commanders to capitalize on the great start to the season that they already have. They might have a contending team within the next 2 to 3 years if Jaden Daniels continues to improve and continues to stay healthy. Put him on the Washington Commanders and let that nigga work.
I like
I
it.
love that, especially with the cap space. That's crazy. He gonna join
I don't hate
Chigos
it.
and Kalechi out there.
What's that mean?
She goes in.
They're both in DC. Chigos and Kalechi. They both.
All
in
right.
DC.
I don't know. I felt like he said a little weird. he said a little weird. Keep my cousin's name. Nah, that this is my thing. I like it offensively, but I feel like that team needs so much help defensively that it's unless you're gonna win the Super Bowl or off pure offense, I feel like you need to save that cap space for the defense. But offensively, nobody would touch them for now because we see a lot of QBs ball out and come back to earth, and people make rash decisions.
Can I ask y'all a follow up? Really quick, round the circle. Which team is one Davante Adams away from winning in February?
Bills.
Jets.
Niners.
I got Chiefs.
The Chiefs. I can see the Chiefs too. The Chiefs are probably the best answer there.
Yeah. I was going to say Chiefs. I just didn't want to cop out.
They're
That's a
proof of
cop-out
concept,
answer.
but
I just disqualified the Chiefs because it was same division. Like, how often do we see those trades?
the Raiders are dumb enough to do it. Give a bag of potato chips and they'll probably
Enough
say
draft
that.
capital? People wouldn't do it even with enough draft capital?
I do think Raiders owner is a little headstrong. He wouldn't want to be the reason why the Chiefs won again, let alone the Chiefs are just dominating them. They're like not rivals, but it's kind of like
dominate the division.
It's a comedy of errors where like the Raiders are the clowns and the Chiefs are the kings, and it's like you're helping them out. Like I don't think they would ever do it. I don't care what they gave them. It's like almost but I don't know, man. I think the Jets are one. They got the thing is when we did our preseason rankings for QB, a lot of people had Aaron Rodgers outside the top 10. That motherfucker top 5. He got it still. So if you give
QB rankings for sure.
Say what?
Let's talk about people's QB rankings for sure. You still got your list? Can we talk about your list?
I just bet Joe Burrow for MVP because he looks like one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Y'all gonna learn though when we talk about the Ravens game. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what the MVPs look like in 4 weeks. Remember this clip. Remember this moment.
Ravens took out your number 3 too.
Who's my number 3?
You know who it is.
I thought it was Lamar. Oh, Josh Allen.
Yeah,
that's all right.
Lamar, bro.
That's all right. I'm a Lamar fan, man. I want him to do good. I love seeing him put that thing.
He don't be sounding like it.
I love Davante in Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody said Baltimore. That's what I thought y'all was gonna say. That show y'all faith in Lamar.
The offensive line's so trash, bro. Like that needs to be.
Offensive line is graded top 5 in the entire league.
It needs to be a running team. I believe. I think that's one of those stats that kind of lie to you because when you watch the game, you kind of see why Lamar doesn't get touched. And it has nothing to do with the offensive line itself. It has everything to do with the defense scheming for him to run. So the defense just isn't pressuring him as much because they're so scared that Lamar is going to scramble. Like when you actually watch the games, when they decide to like blitz, they get to him like pretty easily. And it's like, oh, okay. Like
that says about Lamar. Why Lamar not getting to his hot reads?
Bro, if you ain't protected, you ain't protected.
We're gonna spend time.
If you ain't protected, you ain't protected. You just said you want Lamar to be successful.
I do want Lamar to be successful. I'm just saying, bro. I mean, I'm not going to brag on Lamar because Lamar has looked great this year. So you feel me? But I think the O-line is not as bad as we thought it is.
If there's one person to bet for MVP, it's probably going to be Lamar.
Lamar is not. They not giving that nigga a third MVP without
They
a
might
serious playoff win. They not giving him. He might have the best. He might not lose another game. They not giving him the MVP.
If they don't lose another game, they're gonna have to.
They're not giving him
because
MVP.
he's playing crazy. He's playing crazy. But
No
you know
chance.
who else?
Lose.
You know
They're about
who
to lose
else
this weekend.
might be a long shot for MVP at the beginning of the season, but right now might be a good bet. Samuel Darnold. Samuel Darnold.
These transitions.
Look, 932 yards, 69% completion percentage. That looks amazing. 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 119 passer rating for the 4-0 Samuel Darnold, but wins isn't a quarterback stat. 4-0 Minnesota Vikings, led by Sam Darnold. So, are you guys impressed so far with Mr. Samuel Darnold? Y'all believe
Absolutely. Believe in him. What does believe in him mean? Like make the playoffs, win the playoffs? What are we talking about?
Right now, they're a contending team. So, do you trust him to get them over the hump?
I trust him to make a wild card and make the first round, maybe even earn a bye, but they lose in first round. They lose in their first playoff game.
I don't trust shit I gotta do with Sam Darnold. But I ain't gonna lie though. I'm just being real, man. I'm not gonna lie though. He's fucking impressive. I do. This is what I'll say. I don't trust him. I trust that he may have found his spot as a stopgap quarterback, similar to the likes of Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield, guys like that are like you're not really expecting them to take you to the promised land, but they make your team competitive for teams that haven't really, like a Kirk Cousins, that you're not expecting him to win a chip, but he's going to keep you competitive, and you can build a team around him and see if you get lucky. See if you could turn the Baker Mayfield and the Bucks to Jared Goff and the Lions, and see if you could have that type of run, instead of, shilling out different draft picks for quarterbacks that might not work. And they still got a draft pick, in the wings, but I'm impressed because he's playing with Justin Jefferson, but you don't have any Jordan Addison I like, but he just came on. I'm just impressed, bro. I didn't think he had this in him. I kind of have this feeling in the back of my head he's going to bottom out, and I kind of have this feeling that people are going to eventually figure out the Brian Flores defense. And once I figure out, I think the defense is really running that team, and once they solve the defense, the offense will fall off because it'll be a different type of game script for him. So
absolutely,
I'm curious to see what happens when that happens.
We still haven't really seen Darnold too much nut crunch time either.
Yeah, he's been he's just been cruising in these wins, like house money. It changes. So,
I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. Like we saw the Vikings have one of the best records in the league, 2 seasons ago, but that was strictly off of they just having to win every single close game that they were in, which never happens in the NFL. And then now we see this season they're just blowing everybody out. It's not even close. And that's because they're dominating defensively, and Samuel Darnold, I keep saying his full name, Sam Darnold is making all the right reads and just blowing the top off of defenses with Justin Jefferson. And now Jordan Addison is back too healthy. So, they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. I'm trying to think in the NFC who can really run with them both offensively and defensively. It might just be the Lions because the Niners are pretty banged up right now. But yeah, we're gonna see, man.
I think Vikings bottom out the last 6 games of the season. Their defense, bro, is all old niggas, and they playing stupid snaps. Feels like they burning their energy real early. Like their defense is all like I think they got a top 3 oldest defense in the league, and their starters are playing they're not rotating players in and out. They playing the most snaps. So I feel like once they really hit the wall, it's gonna be a steep fall before they level out again. So I feel like this can come back to earth fast.
I can't wait for them to hit that wall you're talking about. I think I'm gonna try to take the Jets this weekend in London. They just need one L, and it's all going
about that. I was thinking that too. Our first look, and
Jets offense is so trash right now.
Yeah, that's not the team I want to.
Them London games though, anything goes. Any given Sunday.
It's usually the favorite that wins that too.
It is. I don't know. I'm tired of this. The Vikings can't be undefeated, bro. I'm tired of this shit.
They can't. I wanted to sell them too after week 4, but I don't know if that's the week for me.
Yeah, it might not be the week.
You know who hit the wall after week 1?
After
The Saints.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Damn. They
So
didn't even get to the wall.
So,
Well, Q, did you go for Darnold?
I have much to input because I agree. Long story short, Sam Darnold is known to do Sam Darnold things, and he just hasn't done that yet. And I'm expecting that to happen at some point. Like you said, the defense is really what's carrying this team throughout this year so far. And yeah, once teams figure that out, he gonna be stuck between a rock and a hard place, and we're gonna see what he really made out of. And if he reverts back to the Sam Darnold we know, which is a decent quarterback, but is mostly meant to be a backup quarterback at this point in his career, then I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. But yeah, so thanks for that, Blake. I was chowing down. That's why I didn't have nothing else to say.
Yeah, my bad. I seen you smacking your food, and you kept inputting like, I agree. I was just like, oh.
I was trying to put some input in because I was like, fuck, I ain't got shit to say, and I'm trying to eat this shit.
Yeah, I was like, maybe he passing on the segment. So I was just like,
I need some food, bro.
You wrote that down quick. Yeah, Andrew was salivating.
Bro, I was watching that like
I should go on now.
What was that?
Like a little chicken burrito, you know what I'm saying?
Dina made that?
Hell yeah.
Man, this nigga over here podcasting and girl making them burritos and shit. Man, I got my shit fucked up over here, bro.
I'm gonna have like 50. I'm gonna have 50 dishes to watch after this. All right, it's not the grass ain't always greener.
I watch 50 dishes for burritos.
Dishes?
Huh?
You know who's about to be washing dishes?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
No.
I was nasty.
Look, listen. Jacksonville Jaguars offense is averaging 15 points a game. That's ranked 29th. They're giving up 27 points per game. That's ranked 30th. They're bottom 10 offensive team. They're bottom 5 offensive team, and they're a bottom 5 defensive team. Who's to blame? Is it the coach? Is it Trevor Lawrence? Is it the coordinators? Because, Doug Pearson isn't calling plays right now. It got to be somebody. So who's to blame?
Trevor Lawrence all day.
Damn.
This man was sunshine. He was supposed to be, one of the next guys at the quarterback position. And he's had like a rocky career where it's kind of like up for 1 year, down for a year or two, up again. And now it's just down, and it seems this is where it's going to stay. I don't really have too much specific to say on this other than Trevor Lawrence just isn't giving. And to me, he's the only one. He's the only one that you can blame for all their woes.
Phoenix.
I told y'all before the pod, I'm not even gonna have no input on this because I don't know. And it's I like to say that the casual disclaimer, but I don't even think I've watched enough Jags games to know, like at this point, like red zone don't even show them. I throw red zone.
You gotta be in the red zone to be on red zone.
So sure. I don't know. Like from what I know, Trevor has dealt with a lot of health issues. I don't know if that's something that he's dealing with right now, but they're not looking good. They're not exciting. It's just all around bad. Who's their head coach currently?
Doug Peterson.
Doug Peterson, you did just say that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah, they're ranked 26th in red zone percentage. So they're last in the league in third down conversion.
That explains everything then, because I don't be seeing because I haven't been watching like individual games since the season started. I haven't, besides the the primetime ones. And look, if your shit ain't showing up on red zone, I don't know.
I ain't seen you once.
I ain't seen you once. I ain't know who's this. Yeah, who is this nigga?
How about this team?
Indigo.
Man, I was on the Trevor Lawrence. I would have said Trevor Lawrence last week, but after looking around for this segment, I'm realizing Doug Peterson is just ass, bro. He's garbage. Trevor Lawrence ain't gonna catch no saving from me either. That throw he had in the Bills game where he just sailed. That might be the worst throw I've seen in like 3 years, and we had 2 years of Zach Wilson playing football. Like he had a throw. He just completely, like a high school quarterback would not make that throw. Like he missed a guy wide open. You never miss high because there's a defender in the back. He just rookie mistake, beyond rookie mistake. But that shit you say, EJ, worst team on third downs. That's play calling, bro. I'm sorry, that's play calling to me. That's play calling. The reason they ain't got they're one of the worst teams. Yeah, one of the worst teams in the red zone. They have 9 offensive penalties in the red zone. Worst in the entire league. Like, this is not a good coach team. This is what I was looking at too. 30% of Trevor Lawrence's passing yards have come after the catch. Since 2019, the league average is 47%. The Jaguars have a 20% success rate when thrown behind the line of scrimmage, dead last in the league. That means you're calling bad plays, bro. That means you're calling bad plays and your playmakers ain't making plays. Now, maybe Trevor Lawrence could be placing the ball better and yada, yada. Trevor Lawrence has not played great. I'm not going to lie, but there's some shit. When we watch that Bills game, there's just no like creativity to the offense. You got weapons, bro. Brian Thomas Jr. is a beast. They didn't do shit with Calvin Ridley either. Brian Thomas Jr. is a beast. ETN's fire. They got Christian Kirk. Obviously, Evan Ingram isn't there right now, but they got weapons. They should be doing a lot more with this offense. I'm putting this on Doug Peterson because the stats are showing this guy is not being creative enough. The shit they're failing at as a team is shit the coaches are supposed to be get like the easy layups for an offense, like rushing, quick passes, yards after catch, scheming up guys to get easy yards. They're putting everything on Trevor Lawrence, and it's clear he's not up for it.
Yeah, man. I agree, man. It's Doug Peterson. And I was on the Trevor Lawrence train too, first couple weeks. And then after they lost to the Texans, I was watching his post-game press conference.
Oh, yeah.
And reporters were like, hey, like, are you going to like pick up play calling duties again? Because when you first came here and you guys had that great start to the season, you were calling the plays. And obviously Press isn't doing a good job right now. So, like, should you take up that mantle? You the head coach. Something got to change. Y'all trash. Y'all 0-4. Something got to change.
Yeah.
This nigga goes, no. Right now, I think he's calling a good game. But again, we just read out like their averages, where they place within the league. They're last in way too many categories offensively. They're dead last in way too many categories defensively, at least the categories that matter. So it's like, hey, if things aren't working out and you aren't willing to change something, that must mean that you already got like one foot out the door. Either the team quit on you or you're ready to quit on the team. And if you're ready to quit on the team, then it kind of sucks because Trevor Lawrence has already gone through so many coaches. And it's like, man, this is one of those situations where like, hey, landing in the wrong spot might just fuck your career. But yeah, I'm like I said, Doug Peterson, man.
Bro, we're in a league where Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, Sam Darnold, and Geno Smith are balling. Like, there's no reason Trevor Lawrence can't do something similar. Like, he's not this bad, bro. He might not be what we shook out to be, but he's not this bad, bro. You can build a regular. He should be Jared Goff at minimum. Like, he's not this bad. And call the plays, Peterson. Just call the plays.
You know who's turning out to not be who we thought they were?
Tell them.
Dallas Cowboys.
Every year.
Dallas Cowboys, man. At least like previously in previous years, we were all like, oh, this is at least a playoff team. Like, they might be a first round exit, but they're going to be one of the best teams, at least in the regular season. But that just hasn't been the case so far this year. And usually it's the offense's fault, but this year it's actually the defense's fault. They're ranking 27th in opponents per points per games, 26th in yards per game, 25th in opponents points per play. They're bottom 5 in rush per play percentage, bottom 5 in opponent rushes per game. It's really the run defense. They're last in the league in opponent rushing touchdowns per game. So people are really just running all over this team, and it looks like they don't have any answers for that. So y'all tell me what's going on in Dallas. What needs to change? What?
Bill Belichick. I don't really know what needs to change. I mean, it looks like Jerry Jones spent all his last dollars on offense, gave all the money to CD and Dak. Maybe defense feels the type of way about that. Maybe they didn't come to play. I really don't know, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to spend too much time answering on this segment, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens as a result of this tumultuous season with Dallas. It would be awesome for America to watch Bill Belichick come and take over Mike McCarthy's spot.
You actually think that'd make a real difference? Serious question.
I don't think it'll make a difference, but I'll tune in because that's the defensive guru, right? He's clearly vying out for a job right now.
Yeah, that'd be crazy to see him on the Cowboys.
That would be crazy.
It would be wild. It would be dope. Would that help? Probably not with the way he played out with the Patriots, but it'll be interesting. I mean, a lot of players would probably want to come play for him.
I feel like a lot of players would not want to come play. This is my guy, but I feel like that might be team 30 of their destination choices.
I was reaching. I tried though. I reached though.
I would like to see Bill somewhere dope, somewhere like headlining. You feel me? Not like, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to see him coach Jacksonville Jaguars. Like I want to see him coach. Like I wanted to see him on the Falcons. I wanted to see him with the Cowboys somewhere dope.
Big city, yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
It's Vegas Raiders. That's unfixable, bro. That's going to tank his coaching record for no reason.
You want to take away a black job, EJ?
Right.
I knew him, man.
Shouts out Antonio Pierce, man.
Don't get me started, Blake.
Shouts out.
Don't get me started.
That's strike number 3, bro. That's strike number 3.
Because when we start playing those games, man.
That's strike number 3. Hey, there might have been subjects that was crossed off this list. We was going to talk about.
Hey, you want to talk about WNBA, Blake? You want to talk about the WNBA?
Hey, man.
Shouts out Cameron Brink, man.
Elite milk. 2%. Man, I think for me is they just don't got talent, bro. They don't got the talent on that side of the ball. Micah is the real one, bro. When is Micah gonna stand up and actually be the leader of that defense? Because it's not like I need him to like be the reason they stop the run, but I feel like the thing with Dallas is nobody holds anybody accountable. It starts with Jerry Jones. It's always been a problem for him. The team just doesn't get held accountable because they know the fame and glory is gonna come with it regardless. But Micah, like, bro, like you want to be one of these dudes. Like you want to be one of these dudes. Like, stop doing what we doing. Get off the podcast.
Doing the podcast.
Podcast Micah. Like, bro, he if you watch his games, bro, he's missing gap reads. He's missing like assignments, and he's talking not trash, but he's talking sideways about his teammates and how people are trying to do too much. You the guy trying to do too much. I feel like he needs to lock in, and do what the hell he's supposed to do for the defense. Because besides that, they don't really got talent. Like you said, Blake, they spent their money on the stars. And they're the team that entered the league with one of the fewest like depths, or they got one of the fewest, I don't even know how to say it, but they got very little depth on the team. So they just lost D-Law. They lost DeMarcus Lawrence. I don't know how they fix shit besides trying to outscore people, but even offensively, they could have signed Derrick Henry. They ain't do that. They got old ass Zeke to be the RB1. Like, they not serious, bro. They was just not serious this offseason, and it's showing. They decided to take the year off. That's what they're going to do. They're going to take the year off.
Phoenix?
Yeah, I mean, piggyback off of what you guys are saying. I don't even want to spend too much time on it because we're talking about them because they're the Cowboys, but at the end of the day, they're just mid. They're mid as fuck, and they had almost an anomaly of a defensive season last year, and that just goes to show because they fell off a fucking cliff after the first who knows how many months. And, they just didn't do anything to really ramp that defense back to where it was when we saw them have that crazy, what was that, the opening game of last year? Like, they never got back to that. And, to your point, they spent all this money on CD, all this money on Dak, as they should have, but something's going to fall off. And where it fell off was their defense, which they probably gave their defense more points than they actually really deserved more brownie points than they really deserve, like we all did. And we're seeing the results of that. So the Cowboys mid-team, it just don't even fucking surprise me. It's more surprising, I guess, that they're not giving us, as Stephen A always talks about, that false hope that that they usually do. Now we going into the season not even expecting them to do shit. So that's a plus right there for fucking Dallas people. At least they're not expecting shit this year. But
the whole season's a win after that.
Yeah. Yep. Any wins after that is a cherry on top.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say that's the only. I would say that's the only good thing about Dallas being pretty bad this year is at least the fans know that they have no shot. So we ain't gotta really deal with any nonsensical Dallas fans this year.
Yeah, how long has it been since they've actually had no hope? Not where they've just expected hey, we ain't winning. We aren't gonna fool ourselves and win this shit.
Probably the early Tony Romo years.
Yeah, it's been a cool minute. Yeah, it had to be 10, 12 years type shit.
They probably 15. Had hope going into game one.
And it was they could turn it. The NFC's not there's no standout teams in the league right now.
NFC East wide open right now.
It is. Yep. But it's just tough when you can't stop the run, bro. That's just one of the toughest things to overcome.
Commanders might run away with it though.
They just might. We're gonna see.
We'll see. They're 3-1. Dallas 2-2. Philadelphia 2-2. Giants 1-3. But
Giants never change.
A lot of the teams in the league right now are 2-2. I think majority of teams, you got more 2-2 teams than any other record. If you guys had to choose a single team that's 2-2 that you had the most faith in, the best 2-2 team that's not really mid, better than their record, who would it be? Let's start off with Phoenix.
Who would I have the most faith in? 2-2.
Who's the best 2-2 team?
Yeah, the one you talking about, the one who I got the most faith in. When they fan base is called faithful.
Yeah, area.
We talking about Niners faithful, nigga.
That's
Don't
crazy.
let that 2-2 fool you.
That's crazy.
We've had some issues on the injuries. Yes, we've had some slip ups against a team that we thought we should have beat, but hey, the motherfuckers is 4-0 right now. Come on now. I got all the faith in the world. McCaffrey gonna come back soon. His replacement right now is playing pretty fucking decent. And let's not overlook the fact that Brock Purdy, who they couldn't even give him the recognition of a reliable quarterback up until he got us to the Super Bowl again. He's playing great. He's playing awesome. He's playing exactly how he needs to play. The Niners are gonna be okay. Now, look, if I wasn't a Niners fan, I probably would have said the Ravens. But I'm a Niners fan, so I'm going to say the Niners. So, duh. 2-2. Come on, bro.
He said, duh.
What the fuck are we talking about here?
Indigo?
I have 4 answers, but I feel like y'all going to use 3 of them, to be honest. So I'm going to go with the Jets. The Jets... I'm going with the Jets.
Yeah, you knew none of us would say that one.
Do I feel great about it?
This
Probably
got
not.
money on the Jets, gotta be.
I don't got nothing on the Jets this year because I don't know what this is exact. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. This is exactly how I thought this season would go. They would just have certain matchups they dominate, and certain matchups they look trash in. They just don't have a lot of diversity on offense. But if Garrett Wilson can finally realize his potential, watch some Shia LaBeouf videos, watch some who's that one black guy? Yeah, get motivated, bro. The whole season is
David
teetering.
Goggins.
Yeah, the whole season is teetering on him. So if he gets right, the defense, I think the defense fell off a little bit. They don't be stopping to run the same. They lost a lot of personnel, but they still cool. The defense is still cool. They got a good enough defense and good enough defensive head coach. Figure out the bullshit. It's coming down to Garrett
Sam
Wilson.
Reddick doesn't want to show up.
His whole shit is so funny. The amount of money he's losing per game is insane, bro. Like I'll never see the amount of money he loses in one game. Well, maybe
Man.
but like maybe 2 games. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it comes down to Garrett Wilson. Like, I ain't gonna eat that. Like, let me have some faith in myself. Like 900,000. That's not too bad.
We about to eat up this podcast.
You feel me? Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna be Hassan Reddick losing 500,000 game checks, not showing up on Tuesday. But but yeah, man. I think I'll go with the Jets. I got some other answers, but I think y'all might run through them. So they got the upside at least.
Who?
Blake John. All right, man. This is probably everybody's like top 3 answer, but I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. So they got 2 losses on the season, 1 to KC, which barely count because that was down to the wire. They lost by a toe. Not a finger.
You got one of those? You got a finger toe?
A toenail. God damn. It's late. It's late on the East Coast, y'all.
Oh, yeah, it's like midnight for you.
Yep. The second loss is to the Raiders, which was inexplicable, and it was at home. But realistically, I just think it was an early season fluke. I don't see anything in the Ravens' offense or defense that can't be fixed or just, improved with the reps. That showing that they just had on Sunday Night Football against Buffalo showed me a lot on the potential of what their offense can be. And so long as they stay healthy, man, I think they could definitely run the tables, get them a bye week. I don't know if they could beat KC, but they're definitely the best 2-2 team in my opinion.
Yeah, I think both Q and Blake had good picks, good choices.
Shut
I'm
your
not mad
ass
at.
up.
I can't compliment.
You ain't gonna talk about my pick?
I can't compliment them.
You ain't talking about my pick? You ain't gonna compliment me?
Look, I feel like you can't go wrong with the Niners. You can't go wrong with the Ravens. I personally would choose the Ravens, but just for the sake of like, let's all choose like different teams. Y'all know who I'm going with.
Who that?
The Saints come marching in. When the Saints come marching in.
Last time you sung that?
Yeah.
Listen, the past 2 weeks, we've had some heartbreaking losses at the end of games
It's horrible losses
that we honestly should have won both of those games. Like, there's no excuses for the way the defense played at the very end, which sucks because you could argue that we have a top 3 defense right now in the league. Like, literally this past weekend, we didn't allow a single offensive touchdown. Like, we lost because somebody muffed the punt. And then the pass interference obviously at the end on the game winning drive. But like, the Saints should be 4-0, Ravens should be 4-0. I'm not mad at either of those teams. DVOA, Andy's favorite stat. Baltimore is number 2, Saints is number 3. I think both those teams are playing way better than the record. I like the Niners too. They just have so many injuries right now. It's kind of hard to see how they move forward in the second half of the season. I want to see them healthy again, first and foremost, before I can really like put them back up in the upper echelons of those teams. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints, man. Saints versus Chiefs Monday Night Football is gonna be very exciting.
Yeah.
Who wants to bet me on that? Oh, I'll take that one.
I'm taking the Saints, boy. What you mean?
The Chiefs are due for a loss, so that's crazy. Yeah, I can't bet on that one.
Chiefs are also 5.5 point favorites for all you bettors out there.
We're gonna talk about that real soon.
We are.
Those, man, I know y'all niggas, bro. Those are my 3 other teams. Those are the teams I would have chosen above the Jets, but I knew y'all would handle that business for me. You know what I'm saying? I read y'all like a goddamn book.
Look at that chemistry.
You know what else you read? You know what else you read like a goddamn book?
Weekly
spreads. Yeah. Oh, we here. We here.
Killed that. Killed that.
Hey, for some reason, Indigo Baby.
I ain't never seen that.
Woke up. He went 14-2 last week.
Y'all woke up the beast.
And went from last place to first place on the weekly pick'ems overall leaderboard. He got 36 total points. Me and Q tied for second with 31. Blake right behind us with 30. I had the least amount of picks right in week 4, so I'll take my shot.
Yeah, baby. Hey, I gotta celebrate now. Cause
All I'm saying is I ain't
this
never
next
been
segment.
I ain't never been last place on this.
In what? Weekly bets?
Yeah.
Or I mean weekly pick 'em?
Yeah, weekly pick'ems.
You was last place last week, my boy.
Oh nigga, we were tied.
Nah, the standings said you was last, bro.
Tied, bro.
I'm pulling it up right now.
If I was last, you was last. nigga.
Who took the shot?
Who
Huh?
did take the shot? I know I took my shot.
Q was drinking.
Like you were
Q
last.
was drinking Topo Chico, or Q was drinking something last week.
Wait, who did I take a
I was
shot
just-
for that?
I was just being nice, bro. So I was just drinking with you, bro.
You was fugazi as hell. That's crazy.
I actually have on here Q owes a shot for Moral Victory
I
Podcast.
don't care
episode
I don't
8.
care what you got on there, bro.
What you, come on, man. Come on, man. Take that L. Take that L.
Got on there.
It's riding your shopping cart. You just got to take it to the register.
That my car gonna decline, bro. It's gonna be a W.
That's crazy.
All right, let's talk about these weekly bets.
Do we have to?
Look, it was a tough week all around for all of us. But
$0 one total.
a reminder where we're at.
Damn,
Blake is still number one, $476. Phoenix has moved into second place, $347. I'm in third, $326.70. And very far away in last place is Indigobby with $167.
That's fine. I'll be real. Blake's cheating, bro. All he's doing is rolling his
He is. He's paying like $20, $30 every week.
Did I know?
He's
Hey Blake,
guaranteed to
they
make
mad.
money.
They mad because we betting responsibly, nigga.
Well,
Yeah, capital preservation.
We betting responsibly, nigga. That's
That's
why I
literally
went
half
from
the-
last place.
Hey,
That's half the
In
game.
real life, you wouldn't get.
starting next
Use-
week, you have to bet at least 100. You got to
That's
bet
so
at least
crazy,
100.
bro. Y'all niggas.
can't be
See, this
taking
this
games
this
on-
was the issue with
Blake
the
is
black
gonna bet
community, bro.
$10 for the rest of the year, bro.
Niggas is losing, and now they making a rule.
Yeah, now they create rules and shit, bro. Where the fuck that come from?
Sick of this shit, bro. He just rolling over your trust fund, baby. Bro, you ain't
Got
not-
one bet right. He is-
Bro, yeah,
last
that's
week.
crazy. You have
I hit
one
last
bet
week.
right. That's the
Yeah,
only
that's
bet
the
you
one
hit.
bet.
That's the
Okay,
only
but
bet you
I
hit this whole time.
Hey, Blake, they mad because you hit. They mad because you hit.
Hey, that's why you don't
They
gamble.
mad because you hit.
That's why you don't gamble, because he's only hit one bet and he's leading, bro. That's
I'm smart.
insane, bro.
I'm smart.
That's
While
wild.
Andy's taking his shot for being last for the weekly bet.
Shit.
Let's start off with first place. Who?
Blake John.
For now.
Look, y'all. Unit measurement and capital preservation is half the game in gambling.
Yeah, I know you not preaching. Eagles and Bills at Ascenia.
Yeah,
Let's go.
my
Come
two
on,
biggest L's of all time. All right, y'all ready for my shit?
Yeah.
All right, so I actually got 4 bets.
bro.
My first one is a 5.
No, 3. Because I saw your bets too. They're way too long in the first place. 3 bets, bro. Figure it out. You're doing this
The
shit.
rule was
Bets and they all
literally
10 leg
bets.
parlays. Nah, bro.
All right, hold on. Which one am I gonna cut out?
Well, yeah, they're all by the way, y'all. They're all the same bet. They're all the same bet.
Not.
Y'all got
want me
so
to
mad
bet
at
money
me.
or not?
Y'all got so mad at me the first week because I had 4 and I had asked for permission beforehand. This
Bro,
nigga
that's what
just-
we saying. We
Bro.
saying you can't do 4, bro.
Bro, that's
You're right,
too
you're right.
much.
For
All right,
time
so I'm gonna-
preservation.
I'm gonna show y'all my big boy parlay.
Okay.
It's gonna be the theme of this week: sell high.
All right.
New York Jets plus 2.5, Cincinnati plus 2.5, Arizona plus 7.5, Las Vegas plus 3, Cleveland plus 3.5. $5 to win. Where that shit at? Come on.
$7.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
So look at this nigga $5, bro. That's what I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, this
He's
shit is
milking this
glitching
shit.
on me, bro. Bro, Andy saw that I put it in. This shit's glitching on me. Hold on. I just closed it out. I'm opening it back up.
All right, who else ready to go, bro?
All right. Yeah, bro. Somebody else gotta go. This shit is bullshit.
All right, I'll go.
All right,
Look.
second place.
So here's my weekly bets, right? You know, I was at the bottom. I lost all my shit, and I said, "Fuck that! I'm going in responsibly."
The bottom.
Damn.
Crazy.
Pause. Play reverse. And look, I'm betting $50 in total. Okay, if y'all want to change the rules next week, we can do. We can come to a vote. The vote's going to be split down the middle. So I tell you, word to Matumbo. Come on.
Yeah.
$25 first. Y'all know what I like to do. What do I say I like to do? I like to bet on the UFC, bitch. $25 parlay Khalil Roundtree and Kayla Harrison money line. That $25 gonna net me $199.50 plus $798. All right. I'm just taking a chance on Roundtree. The Kayla Harrison one is not even really adding much to it because we all know she gonna win. Vegas knew she gonna win too. So we'll see. Another $25 on an anytime touchdown parlay, which fucked me up last week. But this week, I got a plan. $25 to net me $603.75.
Okay.
Jetta's, Brian Robinson, Ayuk, he's making a comeback, and Smith the Jigba, the nigga.
Damn. All right, then.
Here comes the money.
$50 to win me like $800 something. All right, I might
That's
be
clean.
up on y'all. I might be up on y'all.
We're gonna see. I like that Ayuk tutty though. I like that.
Right here. He gonna get his get back.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready for mine? I did the math. I got it to work.
Yeah.
The first bet is gonna be that big boy parlay that I told y'all about. It's gonna be a 5-teamer parlay. Again, the theme of this week: sell high. So New York Jets, I'm selling high on the Vikings. I'm getting the New York Jets spread plus 2.5. Cincinnati plus 2.5. I'm selling high on Baltimore. Arizona plus 7.5. I'm selling high on San Francisco. Las Vegas plus 3. I'm selling high on Denver. Ironically, Denver is high right now. 2 wins in a row. That's crazy. And last but not least, I hate to do it to you, Jaden Daniels, but I'm selling high on you too. Cleveland Browns plus 3.5. We got $5 to win $126. Next bet, it's going to be a $14 two-way parlay to win $36.54. I don't know why y'all laughing. This is money-making moves right here. We got Las Vegas plus 3 parlayed with Cleveland plus 3.5. 14 to win $36.54. Last but not least, we got a $7 bet. It's going to be another two-way parlay. It's going to be Cincinnati plus 2.5 and New York Jets plus 2.5. That's $7 to win $20.30. So altogether, it's going to be something like
$4 to win $8.
hell no. Don't put some respect on my name. It's gonna be $26 to win $182.
Here comes the money.
Jesus Christ, nigga. Golly, you know you got $426, not just $26.
Capital preservation, unit management, discipline.
I'm saying, bro, that's half the game, bro. These niggas want us to lose all our shit, bro.
You lucky
y'all
lucky
want
we added bankroll to y'all
Alright.
shit.
Listen, I'm in third, so I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna show them how to do it. You know,
Let's see what's
you know
up.
me. If you've been paying attention, you know
you be losing.
I'm parlay you the bet. So I'm gonna show y'all. I got 2 different parlays today. The first one, we're going back to the spread offense. I got Saints. I got Saints versus Chiefs. It's a 5.5 point spread. The Chiefs literally only have Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce. He used to be able to win a chip with that in 2024. I don't know in the regular season if they're gonna do what needs to be done. I got the Saints covering that. I got Vikings versus Jets. The Vikings are only 2.5 point favorites. I'd be shocked if that is a close game. I got the Vikings covering that spread. And then I got Bucks versus ATL. I think the Buccaneers are a way better team than the Falcons. It's only a 1.5 point spread. I can see them winning by at least a touchdown. So that leads to plus 561 odds, $100 to win 561. Second parlay.
Damn.
Anytime touchdown, low connection. You feel me? James Conner, Jordan Madison, Jaden Daniels, Deontay Johnson, Chris Godwin.
Oh,
I'm saying it again. Anytime touchdown, James Conner, Jordan Mason, Jaden Daniels, Deontay Johnson, Chris Godwin. $226. That is the odds of 4,176. 226 to win 9,400.
Oh my goodness!
And
I'm gonna be so mad if he wins.
It's y'all fault. Just know that.
So that is the total of $326 of my $326.70. I'm risking to win $9,998.76.
I'll tell you this much: if y'all niggas actually start winning some bets and start pulling away, don't leave me in first place. Then I'll start risking more. But I have no incentive to risk more because I'm winning.
It's capitalism, baby. It's capitalism, baby. We gonna get your ass though. I want to be mad if EJ hits one of those. That's great. That anytime touchdown lay is insane, bro.
Hey, the names are obvious in my opinion.
Okay, we gonna see.
Ain't no way.
What name did I say that you don't think is gonna get a touchdown?
I gotta hear the name because you named like every player that plays in the NFL.
I said James Conner, who's on a 7-game touchdown streak.
Okay.
Jordan Mason, who he's gonna get a rushing touchdown.
I can see Jordan.
Jaden Daniels, that was the obvious one. That was just like, all right, I just need an easy little touchdown throw in there. Deontay Johnson has come on. He's the lead receiver in the Panthers. He's getting all the targets. If the Panthers scored,
against the Bears secondary,
if the Panthers score a touchdown, it's going to be to Deontay Johnson. He's averaging over 10 targets a game. It's going to be to Deontay
Bears
Johnson.
secondary.
And then Chris Godwin. That's my iffy one. Chris Godwin, because they have so many weapons with the Bucs, man. It could be Bucky Irving. It could be Rashad White. It could be Baker taking him himself. It could be Mike Evans. So I'm hoping Chris Godwin's the one to get a touchdown. He got 2 touchdowns in 4 games. I think he's going to get his 3rd against the
Baker taking what?
Deontay Johnson is your iffy one. He's playing the Bears.
I think Jaden Daniels is an iffy one.
I don't think Jaden getting in. Pause.
Who the Commanders playing?
The Browns.
The Browns.
No, he's scoring a touchdown.
We're gonna talk about that. Y'all ready for my weekly bets?
Not really.
The man, the champion of weekly pick'ems, is here to finally bring his talents back to weekly bets. I gave y'all time to catch up. The time is mine now, baby. I'm coming back with a vengeance, and I'm coming back for all my bread and all my cheese. You feel me?
Oh, sorry.
Crazy ass motherfucker. Okay. Here's what I'm doing. I agree with Blake. It's time to sell high on some of these teams. I'm starting out by selling the goddamn Commanders, bro. They at home, 3.5-point favorites. That line don't smell funny to you. They don't smell a little funny to you. The Browns have been garbage. The Commanders have been hooping. Everybody's on the Commanders to bounce, to keep rolling. This is a big letdown spot. I like the way the Browns defense, they wide 9 defensive scheme matches up with a Commanders offense. They're going to be able to handle the run a little better. They didn't handle it well last week, but I think this is a better matchup for them. All they got to do is get in space, match up well with the receivers. Commanders low-key don't have that much talent offensively. It's Jaden Daniels. He's the one. They got speed on the defensive line. Use that to get after the quarterback. Taking the Browns, Stefanski as a dog is dominant. That's where you take him. You don't take him as a favorite like last week. Taking the Browns plus 3.5. I'm also taking the Saints. I agree with you, EJ. What the fuck is this line? 5 points for the Chiefs at home? Mahomes don't cover point spreads over 3 that well anyway. 45% against the spread. That's why I took the Bengals week 2 when he's favored by 3 or more. The Saints could be 4-0 if we be keeping it a buck. They just had some stupid penalty or stupid self-deprecating whatever plays in weeks 3 and 4. They could be 4-0 on the low. I also think the Chiefs ain't got no weapons right now, bro. Saints defenders, Saints secondary has been locking people down. It's going to be a tight game. It's going to be an under game. It's going to be Saints. They're either going to cover and keep it close within 3, or they win outright. They probably win outright. I got another leg. So I'm doing 55 to 150 on the Browns plus 3.5. I'm doing 55 to 150 on the Saints plus 5.5. I'm doing the lay. I'm doing the Browns plus 3.5, the Patriots money line, Packers money line, Saints plus 5.5, and the Bengals plus 2.5. I agree with you, Blake. I think that one got upset written all over it. That's plus 1902. That's going to be $25 to win $475, and then I'll be back to whooping y'all asses. Sick of this shit. Play that drop right now.
Some money.
Poncho parlay. Poncho parlay.
Poncho parlay.
I like the sound of that. I feel like he might hit just because of that. The poncho
Telling y'all.
parlay.
Telling y'all, man. Y'all come find me. I'm here to get first.
Whew.
$15.
What y'all gonna do when Mahomes waxes the Saints? That's gonna be crazy.
With who? Who's he gonna wax us with, bro? Wait, hold on. I got a question. How many of y'all actually watched the Saints games like this year?
I've actually watched 3 of them.
Bro, we're there every week to laugh at you when the Saints blow it.
No,
that's why we
you
watch.
see that. You see the end of the game, but do you watch the actual game? Because if you did, you would understand that Pat Mahomes, one, has been turning the ball over every game, and the Saints have been taking the ball away, at least 2 takeaways every game. So this is like a terrible matchup for the Chiefs, and they do not have weapons. We have a great run defense. We have a great passing defense. We don't allow teams to march down the field on us. We probably force I don't have the exact numbers, so I don't want to say anything too crazy, but at least we're top 5 in the league in forced punts. So we're top 5 offense, top 5 defense. I don't think the Chiefs, are going to run away with it. We might lose,
Do you think the
but they're not going to.
boneheaded mistakes exhibited against the Eagles and the Falcons are just anomalies, or do you think that's something within the culture? Because the Chiefs are the exact team to take advantage of those boneheaded mistakes. They're the exact team to pretty much punish teams that are undisciplined.
That's
You
a
want to
good
know who's
point.
undisciplined? that Chiefs offensive line. You know who you shouldn't be undisciplined against? The Saints defensive line. It's going to be a long day for Pat Mahomes.
I think Blake got a point. Like, if the Saints keep doing this fuckery they've been on the last 2 weeks, it's gonna get ugly for them because the Chiefs will just capitalize, play the long game and win. But you're giving them 5 points, bro. How are the Chiefs gonna?
That's what I'm saying.
When they had Tyreek and Kelsey, they didn't blow teams. They blew teams out for 1 year. 1 year, and that's it. The rest of them games was close.
That's what
They
that's
don't
what
even
I'm
have
saying. I'm not
weapons.
going like balls to the wall saying that Saints are going to beat the Chiefs. Like
I'm not gonna
road.
lie. I
Like,
think the Saints are gonna win.
I think we have a chance. Again,
I think they're the better team right now. I think they're the better team than the Chiefs.
I think so too, but we are on the road, and Kansas City is a tough city to play in. It's probably top 2 like arenas to go to. Where
Don't
it's like-
forget, Derek Carr is a Raider. The only team that gave the Chiefs trouble in that division for real, who would actually win, the Chargers will always cover but never win. Derek Carr and the Raiders.
Here's the issue with Derek Carr, and there's time for some Saints honesty. I know you
too.
guys don't always get the honest version on
Let's
the
hear it.
Saints from me.
Tune in, y'all.
Derek
Just
Carr
in
is
this podcast, you said Derek Carr was trash. So
I know.
he is
that.
trash. He is trash. He is trash. But that's not really like Saints honesty. That's Derek Carr honesty. So I guess this is more Derek Carr honesty. Against the pressure, he might be the worst quarterback in the league. Like when Derek Carr is pressured, he makes the worst decisions I've ever seen in my life. Where I'm just like, why the fuck would you do that? I'm sorry for cussing. I know we're trying to cut down on cursing. Why the hell would you do that, Derek Carr? And you are going up against Chris Jones. Chris Jones gonna make it tough. He gonna make it tough. So I don't know if we're gonna win, but 5.5 points.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Maybe a better bet would be Chiefs team total under because I don't see how they score. I'm thinking they might put up. I know how great Pat Mahomes is. Last year with a good Kelsey and Rasheed on the up, like they still couldn't put up points. This year, they got no Rashid. Worthy is still a project. He's just running deep routes. And like, what's his name on the Bengals said? He just runs fast. That's it. Kelsey's not the same. He looked good. He looked solid last week. He still didn't look great. Like, he's just getting in space and, hunkering down and catching zone targets. Man, bro, if they're not going to be able to run the ball. So we're going to see what Andy Reid got because
Kareem Hunt looked great.
He did, but that's
looked great.
I don't know, man. I don't trust it.
That's a plug and play offense right there.
No, it's not. I think you're underestimating the Chiefs. You're underestimating the NFL a little bit. Like we saw last year, it wasn't a plug and play offense.
If your name's not Saquon Barkley, you can't run on the Saints. They've shown that. They're a top 5 team against zone runs. So, I mean,
let me ask you this, going back to your Derek Carr point. Do the Chiefs have a better defensive line than the Panthers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the Chiefs have a better defensive line than the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the Chiefs have a better defensive line than the Eagles?
Talent-wise, no. I would say Chris Jones is better than everyone on the Cowboys, but as a whole, I probably would want the Cowboys defensive line.
For pass rushing, I'd want the Cowboys. For run defense, I'd want the Chiefs.
What about the Eagles?
No.
Kind of same. The Eagles I'd want for pass rushing, not run defense.
And then last but not least, the Falcons.
Yes, they have very defensive
Falcons
line.
yeah, they're underrated.
All right. Well, I was going to say that this is the most formidable defensive line New Orleans has seen in 5 weeks, but
it was the Eagles. Eagles was the best defensive line. Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
They beat us up pretty good.
The Falcons ran all over the Eagles. But it was mostly because of those linemen, which got hurt last game. I just feel like this is my thing. The Chiefs they could be easily 0-4, bro. Like they could easily be 0-4. The Saints could easily be 4-0. That luck usually comes around in a big way. We saw that. That's why I take Detroit team total over last game because they were getting super unlucky on scoring, especially in the red zone. That luck kind of all like same with the Ravens. Like the Bills were just dominating teams. It kind of all hits in an avalanche in one. Like I feel like the Saints might blow them out. To be honest,
Am I wrong? I
might take some alts.
Am I wrong?
Let's see what's up.
Saints win by more than a touchdown on Monday Night Football.
I'm with you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're wrong. I honestly, I'm on the side that I think the Chiefs might lose this one, but I think it'll be a close one. I think it'll be like a field goal type of game as opposed to a. So I'm not saying like you're off by that much, but a whole touchdown, I don't know about that.
Do we have?
But they can't score, so you're right. They can't score, so I don't know. This is going to be a fun one to watch over the weekend just because of these takes.
Yeah, no, I will say the Chiefs defense, like it don't even matter who on the field as long as you got Chris Jones and Spags, they do find a way to like scheme up shit. And they know Derek Carr. Chris Jones. Drake Jones, bitch. So, yeah, I'm sure they can keep. I don't know. I just don't see it for the Chiefs, man. I don't know.
Watch Juju Smith-Schuster turn back the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster about to get 100 yards receiving. Just watch.
No way. Unless Davante Adams get traded Sunday. Like
I'm trying to think if we had a receiver have 100 yards on us yet. It might just be CD with that broken play. And then Dallas got it with that broken play, but no receiver has actually like killed us.
The Chiefs don't even got nobody to have those broken plays. Maybe Xavier Worthy, but one play. That's how they beat the Chargers. One big play, and the Chargers' offense is not the Saints' offense.
Am I wrong? Anybody else? Anybody else got am I wrongs? Does anybody got pocket watching?
I got pocket watching. It's time to talk about your guy, Q. It's time to talk about Brandon Ayuk. Because the 49ers bagged out and paid this man 4 years, $120 million, right?
Yeah.
And he ain't done goddamn shit. His counterpart, Juwan Jennings, has looked like the real star in this offense. And Brandon Ayuk has amassed a total of 13 catches, 167 yards, no TDs through 4 weeks. 4 weeks. That's basically an average of 3 catches, 40 yards. No, Debo's been in and out. Kittle's been in and out. CMC is hurt. They've needed this guy. It's not like they've just been eating on offense without him. They've really needed this guy to step up. He has not done so. He's been dropping balls. He's been running bad routes. He's not been that guy. So did the 49ers overpay for him? Because did the 49ers mess up their future by overpaying for him when they should have stood their ground, let him play out the year or trade him and kept their guys who have really been showing out for him and gone off the luxury that is Brandon Ayuk, because he's not affected their season. He might have, let's say, maybe if he plays better, they get another game in the win column.
Yeah, I mean, after week 4, I can't help but agree with you. Like, who knows what it would have looked like if they did stand pat. He probably would have came into this season a little bit even worse. Because he barely even got any time to go to training camp. But who knows if he would even played? So like it would have even mattered. But now he has the money. So what the fuck do we do? Like, you're gonna trade him? Is he gonna play better? It's still early. Being having a bias towards anything 49ers, I have some hope in him. I think he is a little rusty from this summer. Motherfucker cut off his dreads. He lost a little bit of his aura.
Yeah, that's what happened.
The fro is clean, but come on, bro.
He lost it.
But yeah, I don't know. I do have faith. This is why he's part of my weekly bet. I feel like either this week or next week he starts to turn it around. He starts to figure something out. Teams start paying a little bit more attention to Juwan Jennings, and with that opens up a little bit more opportunity for him. So
that's a good point.
I'm not gonna say we made a mistake yet, but we are definitely heading towards that direction where I'm like, damn. I'm a big Brandon Ayuk guy, NorCal guy.
Same.
He's a dog. He won
I've always
fantasy
thought
last year.
Yep. I've always thought he's one of the top 5 route runners in the league.
Yeah.
But Niners.
What was he doing all summer?
Bullshitting.
He got engaged.
No, he piping.
Cut his hair.
He going through something.
Yeah.
Juwan Jennings got him.
Uh-oh.
He gonna be listed in the Diddy cases. 2 of the 120.
Oh my God.
Hey, bro, we gotta be careful.
God damn.
Ayuk's been one of my favorite fantasy assets for like the last couple of years. So this year it's been crazy to just see him have dud after dud.
Same.
You see why Lonnie Walker cut his hair, or why he had the hair? I'm just saying, bro, just coincidental timing.
This is terrible.
Just saying, bro. Y'all look that up. You want to find out, but man, it's getting tricky out here. You seem real distracted.
Nobody else pocket watching?
DJ fed up.
No, I was looking something up because I want to do a pocket watching, but I think
honorable mention is Terrence Mann. I don't really have much to speak on it though. I think it's a good deal. I should have came prepared though. Terrence Mann.
What's his contract looking like?
Damn.
I think he got like 3 years, 36.
Yeah, I don't know. $47 million, 3-year, $47 million contract extension.
You know when you type in Terrence Mann into Google, like an actor pulls up, not the basketball player. I've never seen this actor before in my life.
Let me see. Terrence Mann, get your Google game up, bro.
American actor and baritone, Terrence Vaughn Mann. Damn, that's a name right there. Terrence Vaughn Mann.
Baritone.
You know what happens when you type in gay NBA head coach?
I'm not typing that into my history, bro.
All right.
You're welcome to do that. I'm not typing that in.
Let's get into the 90-second drill. It's the same thing every week at this point.
Yeah.
We have 2 different segments though. First one, top 5 NFL power rankings going to week 5. And then we're gonna do this one after early boom and bust for fantasy players. So start off with the rankings. I'll go first for once. My top 5 NFL power rankings going into week 5. Number 1, Chiefs, They're undefeated. Everything that we said about them probably like they shouldn't have the 4-0 record that they have. It doesn't matter. They're 4-0. They're back-to-back champs. So I gotta keep them number one. Number two, I got the Vikings. They're 4-0. You can't deny that they're just smacking teams every week. Eventually, I got shown the respect, so I'm putting them at number two. Number three, I got a 2-2 team, the Baltimore Ravens. They just ran through Blake's Buffalo Bills. It wasn't even close. Lamar Jackson is showing that he's a top 2 quarterback in the league, pocket passer and a runner. That's who he is. Number 4, I got the team that he beat, the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen's having a great year. I can't deny. I'm not a Josh Allen believer by any sense of the word. But he's having a great year with no weapons. So shout out to him. And number 5, I got another 2-2 team, New Orleans Saints. Like we said, they should be 4-0. They're top 5 in DVOA, top 3 specifically. Like they had a bad last 2 weeks. The last 2 minutes of the last 2 weeks combined has been pretty bad for them, but I got them still top 5 in the league because they're top 5 offense and the top 5 defense through 4 weeks.
I like it. I'll go next. I got Chiefs first. No explanation. I'm right there with you, EJ. Vikings second. Ravens third. We're pretty much the same up until
Blake, you
here.
gotta stop fiddling with that mic, bro.
My fault.
Yeah,
my fault.
Yeah. Shit, man.
Then I got the Niners. Then I got the Bills. Honestly, I kind of want to put the Bills above the Niners. I only brought the Bills down that much because they lost, but they did get their ass whooped. So, the fact that they lost like that to the Ravens, I kind of had to bump them under the Niners. The Niners are always going to just stick there for me because I'm a little biased, and also too, I just know, like, come on, man, this is like they shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be there.
Nah, do your thing, bro.
They there.
This is Shanahan. Like, I respect it.
Come on.
I respect it.
Chiefs, Vikings, Ravens, Niners, Bills.
You got one more team. Chiefs, Vikings, Raiders. No, you're right. Why you
Sync of the
laughing?
bio. Sync of the bio.
About to say,
Jacksonville in Florida.
beat me too. What, bro? Y'all gotta let that one die. That was not me. That was not me.
Oh, now it's not you. Now it's just not you.
I just was in the stadium.
He also said Yoruba's not a tribe on Nigerian Independence Day.
I walked in late in that one.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
take the L, but I thought I heard something. I was about to catch you slipping.
All right, you want me to go real quick?
Yeah, did thing.
Top 5 NFL power rankings. We got Chiefs. No explanation needed. This team moved all the way up because of what they did to my Bills. We got the Ravens. And I kicked the Bills the fuck out because that shit was disappointing and they lost their money. Those are nowhere to be seen on this list.
It's crazy.
Number 3, we got the Vikings, although that freight train is due to crash at any point now. And it's probably going to be Niners in there at some point. But for now, they're not there. Vikings are number 3. Number 4, we got the Lions because of the show out they did on Monday Night Football. It looks like that defense is back. Kind of like Andy said earlier a few weeks ago in the podcast, these teams are now using the first couple of weeks in the NFL season as their preseason. So we're starting to see the real identity of teams come to fruition as we enter week 4, 5, and 6. And last but not least, y'all are not ready for this one. And I honestly had to look at the mirror. The Texans. Texans are the 5th best team. They've looked ass, and somehow they're 3-1. And they're just going to continue to get reps in practice. They've got the talent on offense. They've got the talent on defense. They've got the coaching personnel. They're going to continue to, work through all their kinks. They got CJ Stroud. I think being 3-1 after everything we've seen throughout the first 4 weeks shows the Texans are a great team. So that's my 5th team. Chiefs, Ravens, Vikings, Lions, Texans.
I want to see who the Texans would beat because they've been one of the most disappointing teams. And I told y'all CJ Stroud before preseason. I told y'all so hyped on CJ Stroud. Let's see what happens when they get film on this boy. Let me see who they beat.
The Texans have beat the Jaguars, the Bears, and the Colts.
All right, bro. Top 5 though.
3-1 is 3-1.
And then they
I'll allow it.
They lost 34-7 to the Vikings.
The Vikings
I'll allow
is
it.
them niggas.
I'll allow it. This week is gonna be big. We're gonna see. Like this week is real big for Bills and Texans. I'm kind of leaning Texans on that, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. That's a big test. My top 5.
On Diggs, revenge game coming up.
Ooh, I even
Josh Allen
I
starts
remember
that shit.
That
I remember
that line is also very fishy.
Yeah, I think
one.
it's Bills -1, but it was open at I think Texans -2. So it flipped all the way. Usually when the money lines flip, you bet the underdog, the new underdog.
Right. Yep.
Usually. Because that means the overreaction. My top 5, I got the Chiefs. I don't think they're gonna be here come next week. But I'm gonna leave them there for now. They've earned it, like everybody else said. Nothing more need to be said. Number 2, I got the Vikings. They're just dominating teams, bro. They're just putting their nuts in teams' mouths. Just,
Dragging them.
Teams are gargling it. Just, you know what I'm saying? They're doing crazy. Like Brian Flores, shout out. I mean, talk about Brian Flores and Tua, who won that one. Brian Flores is running laps around Tua right now. He might text him again tonight. 3. 3. I got
always had that light.
Yeah, you still trash, nigga. 3.
It took some Tylenol, nigga.
Bitch, nigga. 3. I got the Lions. They offense finally broke out. This is the offense we've been expecting from them. They can do anything to any team. They just got so many different weapons. The emergence of J-Mo, they got 2 running backs, 2 receivers, an elite tight end. They just got so many weapons, bro. Elite online.
Their tight end is still ass in fantasy, though. I'm pissed.
Yeah, I'm
He
sorry
just came
about
back,
that,
bro. He just came back.
I'm sorry about that, but he's not gonna do much this year. There's too much going on in that team.
I know
The
who
defense. Yeah, go ahead.
Blake's bust is gonna be.
Yeah,
Yep.
the defense is in shambles right now, and they're one of their corners can't keep his hands off guys. Pause, but I think they're gonna be in good shape. Number 4, gotta give it up for Jaden Daniels. The Commanders, I got him 4. They're just dominating teams right now. They're beating a lot of teams that people thought would be better than them. I like how they're showing out. I didn't expect this from Kingsbury and Dan Quinn, but it's all Jaden Daniels, bro. 5, I still got the Seahawks in 5. As good as the Lions looked, the Seahawks looked just as good. Geno was slanging that thing, pause, but he was high get 3Ds in one segment, bro. But Geno actually looked really good. The weapons are dynamic. Kenneth Walker for K-Dub came back after first week back, just dominated. So the defense is real injured right now. They're going to need some help because they got like half the roster out. But if they get the defense back, that offense, what they did, they could be nasty. That's my 5.
Love it.
All right, let's go straight into these early booming busts for fantasy players.
Commanders at 4 is crazy.
For now.
They
They earned it.
They did earn it.
Their
would have to
3-1 feels better than the Texans 3-1.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would have to look
Definitely.
at the Commanders' schedule too, just to compare. You know,
Yeah. They beat
Commanders
the Bengals, they beat the
have
Cardinals.
the Cardinals, the Bengals, and the Giants. Come on, that's way worse than the Texans.
That's not way worse than the Texans.
No, way worse. The Bengals have a great offense.
Bengals are the
The
best
Cardinals have a
team.
great offense.
Bengals are 1-3. Cardinals are 1-3. Giants are 1-3.
Okay,
Can't
the
say that about
Bengals
the
are a
Giants.
1-3 team, but not really a 1-3 team. Like they really should be like 2-2
See this
or some shit.
weekend. We're gonna see what the Bengals are real this weekend.
I feel
Who
like
they
when
play
we
this
look back,
weekend?
Ravens.
The Ravens.
I don't like that you like that pick, bro.
Changing it all.
No, but if Blake likes a pick, I feel like it's sharp. I'm usually like it's not hitting, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I like when Blake likes a favorite, and I'm just like, oh, he don't know this shit's a trap. That's a spot I like to be in.
That's why I'm
Blake is-
hyped that he got the Chiefs blowing out the Saints. I
No,
was like,
yes, that's why
like,
I'm feel
yeah.
good about the Saints now. I feel real good. I might just have to do it all on that. You feel me?
Just remember what happened when the Rams beat the Niners. I called that shit like a sniper.
Yeah, you're one dub, bro.
You ain't even talking about that specific game, bro. Like,
You're
let's
one
be
dub.
real.
You talking about one
You're
game?
talking
You're
about the
one.
whole season. Rams are 1-3 right now.
Bro, I'm telling you, his victory laps are the worst victory laps. He took a victory lap after 1 week. They still 1-3. They still 1-3.
Oh,
They just
man.
got beat last week. Crazy.
All right, man. Let's talk about these early boom and busts. I'll start off. My early boom and bust fantasy players. My boom would have been Rashee Rice if he didn't get hurt last week. I got him in the
Crazy.
6th round in like 3 or 4 of my leagues, and he's been a top 5 fantasy receiver. But there is one receiver I got in one league that's still a top 3 receiver, and I got him in the later than I got Rashee Rice.
You gonna take
That's
him?
Chris Godwin.
Oh.
Chris Godwin has been going crazy, bro. So Chris Godwin is my early boom, my early bust fantasy player. My early bust fantasy player. I think it has to be a player that I invested only one share in. Is Travis Kelce. I thought if I drafted him in the 3rd round, paired him up with Patrick Mahomes, hey, they always kill it. This is the perfect time to invest crazy into the Chiefs offense. But obviously, he's having a slow start to the season. We'll see what he does for the rest of the season now that Rashee Rice isn't there. They don't have any other real receiving options, so maybe he picks it up. But for now, it's got to be Travis Kelce.
Love it. I'll go next. Yeah, I was gonna say my boom and bust was Neighbors and Pitts, as Neighbors being my boom, Pitts being my bust, but Neighbors just got hurt. Other than that, y'all know what he's done the past 3-4 weeks. Even when he went out, he still scored me 23 points before he went out. He was just going crazy. And I'm not going to count Pitts, to be honest, because I just don't want to count any tight end right now, because all the tight ends are just being so trash. So trash. So what I want to say, my early boom and my early bust, because I have them in multiple leagues, both of them on the same lineup in multiple leagues. Early boom, Jaden Daniels. I was able to pick him up in a lot of leagues because people just, a lot of people didn't really understand, they wasn't thinking about, I wanted a running quarterback. He was a running quarterback. All right, I'm going to take a risk. He's young. Let's go. He's been going crazy. And y'all know who my fucking early bust is. We just talked about him. No,
Brandon
his
Ayuk.
teammate, Brandon Ayuk. I take a chance on him every year. He damn near won me the league last year. And right now, I might have to sit him. I might have to sit him this week. I mean, this week is going to be just because these are the first bye weeks. I kind of have to play him. And this is like, I'm betting on him having a good game this week. So, it might turn it around. But as of right now, my early boom and bust, Daniels and Ayuk.
All right, yo. For my early boom and bust, for my booms, I got J.K. Dobbins. That man tore in like 8 Achilles and 20 ACLs, and somehow running that pill for the LA Chargers. Although
I love people say that.
yeah, the last week was pretty busty, but I think he's gonna get back on track. Just has to face a non-formidable divisional opponent. Non-formidable, non-divisional opponent. Another boom that I have on my rosters is Neighbors. Q already covered all that. As for Bus, Sam fucking Laporta, man.
This man's pressed. He's been pressed for a month.
I've drafted pretty terribly in my 3 leagues, but I'd like to say that Sam Laporta went relatively early. Was definitely the first 2 tight ends taken off the draft boards for most leagues.
I wonder why.
I mean, he went off last year. He was dope. And for some reason, they don't fuck with him. I guess J-Mo took all his touches. And then another bust. Q already mentioned this one too. Ayuk. I think I'm a bencher for the first time this week. And because when I bench players,
I'm glad I'm keeping him in then.
Yeah, no, that's
you smart, Q. You smart. The man gonna put up 30 points on his bench. Watch.
I switch up the voodoo when I bench players. I did it for I'm trying to think.
He's so serious right now.
He
You're not
said-
messing, right?
And
He
this is the
said,
first,
switch up the voodoo.
and this is the
Switch
first
it.
bye week.
Oh yeah, you crazy.
Wait, say what? Is it the Niners?
First
aren't
bye
playing?
week. So you might have a guy sitting that you have to like you might be making a tough choice.
No, I'll be all right. I love bye weeks. It forces me into decision making.
Okay.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
Do your thing. You doing the math again or what?
$7.
So I actually benched Laporta and it didn't switch. It didn't switch up the voodoo. So my benching.
This man was so sure, and just the previous week it ain't working.
Yeah, you know what?
Hey,
I'm
man.
asking fantasy, y'all. I'll ask the
I
fantasy.
think finally we got it. The math said, yeah, it's a fantasy. I feel like, bro, everybody has a fantasy, bro. This shit, only one winner, baby.
I don't know why the fuck I'm in 3 leagues. Wasting my goddamn money.
Same.
Blake
my
really
other league
bet
doing solid.
$5 on the make believe.
$5, bro. Why are you being frugal, bro? This is not your real bank account. This is crazy.
It translates, y'all. It translates.
I'm sure it do. Well, my booms, I was actually gonna say J-Mo for the Lions because he's having a stupid, crazy season. But then I actually went through it and I realized there's a guy who I got around the same position who's doing even better. Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The lone bright spot. Number 14, the 14th best fantasy receiver. You probably got him wide receiver 40. He is balling out right now. Hope they give this guy more touches. Hope they keep trailing in games so they can keep scoring and racking up points. But he's balling. I love him as a rookie. Thought it was going to be a great pickup for him. I feel like they're still not using him the way they could be, but regardless, that's my boom. My bust. Actually, let me find him because I just lost him. I got a couple, to be honest. Start with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, I thought was going to have his best season since the 50 tutty season. Lost almost all of his weapons within like 4 weeks. So, and he wasn't even playing that great, even with them throwing like a pick a game. So that's out the window. My real bust, though, who I took in almost every league, who I thought was going to show promise, Calvin Ridley. And I thought because I had little faith in the Jacksonville coaching, so I thought maybe it was their fault that he wasn't really blowing up. I think it's a little bit of both, but he's getting passed from Will Levis. I mean, they've been in trailing game scripts for half the time, so he should be getting targets. But this man might be washed, bro, or he's betting his unders. I don't know which one.
I think it's Will Levis.
You think it's Will Levis? You think
Some-
Rudolph?
Something is telling me it's Will Levis.
I feel like, bro, he's got it. There's just no, this guy, I know he's not the same as he was 2-3 years ago, but bro, he's not this bad. He had 2.5 points
And
last game, bro.
no, because I heard what you were about to say. Mason Rudolph is not about to say that, man. He's gonna call him the
man.
N-word before he gives him 2 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
let's
Give me some hope, bro. I started Ridley over Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh man.
And I mean, Javonte Williams didn't do crazy, but yeah, that lost me my week.
Shout out to Brian Thomas Jr. though. I got him in the league I'm in with Q and he's probably gonna be my keeper. I got him like hella late in the draft.
That's a great keeper.
Both him and Lad McConkey. I'm probably just gonna roll with them and then take my first overall pick and try and win the league next year. But this year I'm definitely tanking.
Y'all actually can tank, or you just saying that?
I'm not actually tanking, but
Pretty sure you can sell, you can trade picks. So
Oh, for real?
You
Bro,
can
I
trade
need to get in
people for
that
picks.
league, bro.
that's how I
love
went
all that.
last year, bro. I had like 5 first-round picks.
Damn, I
I
need
just
I want
tanked.
GM shit.
the way my team's set up though, I just know I'm not winning this year. Like I knew it after I drafted. I was just like, all right.
Yeah,
I
they
just-
said you were set up for failure.
There's some times when you draft. That's how I felt in my other league. I'm just like, I know I'm not.
But in
Actually,
this
EJ is E league.
In this league, I'm taking over a different team. And like the standings, like where I was drafting was already set. The teams were already set. So I kind of like had to try and rebuild. And because they got to keep players, having like a first round pick doesn't really mean shit because all the first round picks are already taken because they're keeping them. Because obviously you're not going to give up Justin Jefferson, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Damn, that's real. Oh, another bust. Garrett Wilson. Fuck that nigga. Bro, I never do this, bro. And I did this in 2 leagues this year. I never buy at the peak of value for guys, but I did it with Drake London in EJ's league, the league I'm with you in. EJ.
I told you not to. And you
I knew I shouldn't have. I panicked, bro.
Blake hyped you up. He was like, Drake London? What does Olave do?
No, I liked him, but I wanted him at a cheaper price. But I was drafting while like at work. It was just bad, bro. I literally just queued up Drake London and I was like, I opened my phone, boom, picked him, moved on. I'm regretting that. I know what I did. There was no value on that pick. Same with Garrett Wilson. No reason he should have been gone in the first round. That was his upside. He was never going to be higher than where he got drafted. So I learned my lesson, but I knew. And now Garrett Wilson's got murderous row of cornerbacks for the next like 4 games. It's just stupid.
Pray for you. Pray for Andy.
Come on, man. Give me
you
your
got
prayers.
moral victories so we can get out here.
Hell no. Moral victory is us fucking going 3 hours for the
shit, man. You feel me?
If you made it this far, well, you didn't really make it this far because I'm gonna cut this episode in half.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get the NBA, WNBA, UFC in one episode. You're gonna get the football and our last segments in a different episode. But shout out to y'all for tapping in.
We really just recorded a motherfucking JRE podcast.
Oh God.
Dead ass.
So what do you guys think about aliens?
This is crazy. Longer than a Rogan podcast, man.
I feel like if aliens were real, we would never know.
They told us they real.
They would know about us.
This episode is brought to you by Alpha Brain.
Yeah.
Hey, government said they're seeing UFOs, man. It's
they
crazy
could be lying. I personally believe that there are aliens, but I do think that the government is lying to us at the same time.
Yeah, I think there's aliens too.
They wouldn't even tell us. I think there's aliens. We the only life forms? Just us?
You telling me Raul Rosas Jr. ain't an alien?
Your apology, bro.
He ain't apologizing for shit. You and me now.
No, I had to double down.
Hey, y'all, come get him, bro.
Y'all.
He making fun of people with genetic disorders.
Do it for the virality.
Ugliness. Genetic
ugliness. Yeah. Damn, Dalton.